Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So we have a new event going on. It's the X-Men Savage Future event, and this is Uncollected mode. And I've already gone through the previous chapters, and I did the first quest of the final chapter, and so this is just the last quest. The other ones were really easy. I ran through them. Did not use any heal potions or revives, anything like that. Didn't even boost up. Alright, so this first fight here is against Karnak. Now Karnak is very easy to fight. Both his Special 1 and his Special 2 are very easy to evade. That's pretty much all you have to know about fighting Karnak. Now, you saw on my team screen that I brought in both my Archangels, my 5-star and my 4-star Archangel, because I just like them. And as you'll see here, they really tear things up.
Flawless victory.
And down he goes very quickly, very easily, no effort. And I did not use my 5-star here because I wanted to give the 4-star as much of an opportunity as possible before I brought in the big guns. Alright, so next up is Superior Iron Man. Again, very easy to fight. Both of his Special 1 and his Special 2 attacks are very easy to avoid. So once again, I bring in my Archangel because I can bleed and poison him. There was nothing special about the nodes, so I anticipated a very easy fight. Once I got those neurotoxins on him, he wasn't going to be healing up or anything like that. Now I am using Double Edge Suicide, so you'll see that some of the damage that I'm taking are due to recoil, but I think it was worth it. The fights were over much faster, and I just have fun fighting with them. And down he goes. No problems, never touch me. Alright, so the next fight up is against the Immortal Iron Fist. And just like the regular Iron Fist, he is extremely easy to fight. His heavies, he throws them nicely. His Special 1 and his Special 2, very easy to evade. This time I could have brought in Archangel, but I said, you know what, let's change it up a little bit and bring in Ghost Rider. You know, give him a little bit of love. I love Ghost Rider, especially with the Blade synergy. In fact, I really don't like fighting with Ghost Rider without the Blade synergy, simply because his judgments have a chance to fail when Blade is not there. And I just don't like that, because it always seems to happen right when I need that judgment to go off. That's when it fails. So with Blade, I don't have to worry about it. His judgments will 100% fire off. Alright, so as you see here, it's pretty routine. Ghost Rider, he's just a beast. See that regen? And watch his health. Just look at that. That is why I do Double Edge and not Liquid Courage.
Look out!
And down he goes, and he finishes the fight with full health. That is why I love Ghost Rider. Now, I do love my Wolverine, but that Ghost Rider, when you learn to fight with him and do your, stack the judgments and all of that, he is a beast. Alright, so next up, as you can see, is Sentry. Now, Sentry is also pretty easy to fight, but I haven't fought against Sentry a lot, so I'm still not comfortable with his animations. But we fight, and we do pretty well. Okay, but I am fighting a little bit more cautiously because I'm still not confident in my ability to evade everything. Now his Special 1, I remember that was easy. His Special 2, not so much. In fact, I really can't remember what his Special 2 looks like. Alright, so I basically wanted to get him down as fast as possible. And he goes down without firing off his special 2, which is probably a good thing, because since I can't remember what it looks like, I would have probably gotten wrecked by it, because I would have not blocked it. I would have tried to evade it anyway. Alright, so next up is the newcomer on the block, Sentinel. Now, I saw a lot of information on him, but all I know is that Blade cuts through all of that. Okay, so I decided to use Blade. Now, in previous fights, in the earlier chapters when I faced him, I brought in Medusa as well. And she does quite well also, but I liked Blade for this fight better than Medusa. It just seemed like when I was fighting with Medusa, I had to ramp up a little bit more. And she still did it. You know, I was able to armor shatter him and just rip him apart. He wasn't able to do anything once he was armor shattered. But fighting the boss Sentinel was a whole nother story. And she got wrecked when I pushed him to his L3. That was ugly. And down he goes. Blade showing why he is one of the most, if not the most sought after champion in Marvel Contest of Champions. In fact, I am trying to get a couple of more tries for Blade, hoping to get that 5-star, but as you guys can see, the 4-star is perfectly sufficient to handle Uncollected mode fights. But I still would like to have that 5-star. Alright, so Kamala Khan, pretty easy, right? Ooh, not so easy. I went in for that intercept right off the bat. She had backed up, and I tried to intercept, and was just a little bit too slow. And she caught me. So now, that woke me up. And I'm like, okay, we are not about to do this. Kamala Khan is not about to wreck my Ghost Rider. So we settled back and started playing a little bit more carefully. And as you can see, I was building up the judgments because I wanted to fire off that heavy and try to regen as much as possible. And it's a fine line as to how many judgments you put on, because all the while that I'm trying to build up these judgments, she's taking damage, which means when I finally fire off the heavy, I won't have as much health on her end to regen from, and I'll end up killing her before I've regened all the way back up to full. And as you can see, look at her health. So I probably should have fired off my heavy earlier and not worried about the maximum judgments like I did there, because look at her health. She doesn't have enough health for me to regen all the way back up to full.
Fatality.
And down she goes. But he is looking a lot better than he did at the beginning of the fight, at least. But he's put in some work, and we're pretty much down to the last 2 fights. We have only Bishop and Sabertooth left. So he doesn't really need to regen all the way back up to full. Alright, so as you can see, now we're going to fight Bishop. Now, I've had good luck fighting against Bishop with Starkey. I do not know how yet to evade his special 1 and his special 2. But Starkey gets those poise charges from evading all of those specials. So he is definitely my MVP for fighting Bishop. And so as you can see, I'm building up the poise charges with Starkey. Once I have enough poise charges, then I go in for the attack. Alright, that is pretty much standard on how you want to fight with Starkey. So you can see I have 10, so I stopped building them up, and now I'm going in. Alright, and it's pretty much routine at this point. You see how he was able to evade, build up a few more poise charges, and he's just hitting him so hard. And this is only my 4-star. I am working on getting my 5-star up to rank 4.
Flawless victory.
And down goes Bishop. Now, there is only one left. Sabretooth. Now, I remember reading about Sabretooth when I used to read comics. And I remember a comic where Sabretooth was at the X-Men mansion. In that issue, you saw just how good of a fighter Sabretooth actually was. Because up until that point, you only saw him fighting against Wolverine, who also is a very good fighter. So when you saw those two going head to head, you didn't really get a good feel for how good he is. Alright, so first we go in with Starkey. Now, I didn't expect Starkey to do anything crazy. I was hoping to do some good damage on him, but first thing I found is that he fights extremely aggressively. As you guys can see, I spent most of that just evading, and it was nuts. And watch his L2 here.
Look out!
Just vicious. And he also caught me with my AI down because his previous attack turned that off. So it was in the process of rebooting when he hit me with that attack. Alright, so then I go in with Ghost Rider. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm still trying to get a feel for his movements. And I'm pretty good and comfortable with his movements now. And so I'm like, okay, I should be able to do a little bit of something. I was hoping that that would cancel out that regen, but it didn't. And boom.
Humiliating defeat.
Down I go. And I'm just like, wow, I am getting wrecked. Will I be able to complete this without using any items at all? I don't know. But now it's time to get serious. I bring in Archangel. Now, Archangel, that's my boy. As you see right there, I ain't even wait for him to finish that little attack of his. I have his number now. Now I put on some neurotoxins on him, and he is about to get hurt. So I'm feeling pretty good because I see all these neurotoxins on him, and I'm like, okay, even if I just stayed away from him, he's going down. Alright, so I'm just like, okay, let's just get a few more, do what we can. It stunned him a little bit, and I'm like, alright, you know, we're doing good. Look at this. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't watch his power bar and pushed him to his L3.
Uh-oh.
That was completely my fault. I wasn't paying attention, and I paid for it, which is a lesson anytime anybody went up against Sabretooth. You never want to get distracted against Sabretooth. Alright, so I'm just like, okay, well, clearly Archangel is the person to go to. He has a little bit of health. So I bring in my big guns. Finally, he's going to shine. And look at this. Don't ask me what happened there, because I do not know. I really don't. But that's okay. Whatever happened fixed itself. And Sabretooth finally goes down. Almost got wrecked really hard on that last attempt. Had I not gotten him down and lost my Archangel, oh, I may have thrown that phone really, really hard. But that's okay. We got it done. And we did not use any revives or health potions. So that's going to do it, guys. If you liked the video, please consider smashing that like button. It really helps me out. If you have not subscribed already, please consider giving me a subscription. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this video. And you guys have a blessed day.